Alright, good morning guys. Today is Monday. It is the start of the week. I wanted to film a productive day in my life because I feel like I haven't really been that productive at all while being stuck in quarantine. I'm sure a lot of us feel that way. So I'm filming this productive day in my life because if I'm being honest, I haven't had a lot of productive days. So I'm hoping that filming this will kind of inspire me to keep this momentum going from here on out. So we'll see how it goes, but I actually have a good bit of work that I need to do. I have a Zoom session for one of my classes. I have some homework that I need to do, and then I need to clean, organize my room, and I'm also gonna work out. And then later on in the day, I have this recipe that I'm gonna cook for dinner, so I'm gonna film that for you guys. It's this miso lentil bowl. Also, I put on self-tanner last night and my hands are looking a little rough, so apologies for that. I've been using the Isle of Paradise tanning drops that you mix with lotion. I've used it on my face before and I really liked it, but I decided to use it on the rest of my body and it actually looks really good everywhere else except for my hands, unfortunately.
I know I look a little orange.
So gonna try and exfoliate and fix that some. We'll see. But I have a miso lentil bowl that I'm going to be making for dinner tonight, so I wanted to film that for you guys and show you guys that recipe. It's from Kenzie Burke. You guys know I'm obsessed with her, so I wanted to show you guys how I make that, and then kind of a mix of stuff, I guess. I have a lot of work I need to get done, but then I'm also gonna throw in some cooking there in the end, so it's just gonna hopefully be an overall productive day. I'm going to try and limit the hours I spend sitting on the couch, so we will see if I am successful, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any recommendations for good videos to film while in quarantine, please comment down below or reach out to me personally. I am struggling with figuring out content and what I should film because I want these to be videos that you guys enjoy watching and I don't want them to be super boring. So I'm kind of struggling with coming up with good content that would be suitable to film and would be stuff that you guys would enjoy watching. So reach out to me if you have any suggestions, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to make breakfast really quickly, and this new coffee recipe that I've really been enjoying, I will fill you guys in on that, and then I'm going to watch last night's episode of Westworld. Without further ado, here is today's video. Okay, so I've been making this coconut banana latte recipe that I got from Kenzie Burke. I actually made my own cold brew. So I took 8 ounces of coffee and mixed it with 12 ounces of cold water and then just put it in this mason jar and let it chill overnight. And then I have a can of coconut milk, some cinnamon, and then a banana. The coffee that I've been using recently has been the Four Sigmatic mushroom ground coffee with lion's mane. I heard about this from listening to The Skinny Confidential, so I decided to order it from Amazon because I've been wanting to try it for a while and it's really good. It's definitely very strong and it kind of has a nutty taste to it, but I actually really like it. You take a cup of the coffee with half a cup of the coconut milk, half of the banana, and then just however much cinnamon you want. I kind of put a good bit in there because I really like the taste of it. So I've made this shake before with oat milk, and I kind of like it a little bit more with the oat milk because the coconut milk kind of makes it a little bit more runny, and I feel like it tastes a little bit watered down, but that could have also been my fault because I think I used a little too much coconut milk, but it's still good nonetheless. So I've mentioned this before in an Instagram story, but I've really been enjoying Just Egg. It's eggs made from plants, not chickens. So I used my Holy Grail seasoning, the Everything But the Bagel Sesame Seasoning Blend from Trader Joe's. Been using this for a while. Absolutely obsessed with it. It tastes just like an everything bagel and it's so good. So I put that on top of the eggs and I'm going to finish cooking these really quickly. Okay, so it's about 12:30. I'm going to do a quick little at-home yoga sculpt. I've really been enjoying Ali Free's. I think that's how you say her last name. It's either Ali Free or Ali Fry. I think it's Ali Free, but I've really been enjoying her 45-minute yoga sculpts. I don't have time to do an entire workout video, but I'm gonna try and do half of it. And then I've also been trying to do this thing that my friend Lily Leffingwell mentioned in one of her vlogs, where she's been trying to do 200 crunches a day for 7 days. I started that on Saturday and so far I've been going strong. It's only been a couple of days. I'm not doing 200. I'm starting off at 150 and doing that every day for 7 days, and then I'm gonna see if I can work my way up to 200 for the following week. So I'm starting off at 150 right now. I'm definitely very sore, but yeah, so I'm gonna probably do about 20 minutes of yoga sculpt and then do my 150 crunches, and then I'm gonna take a quick shower, maybe do my hair, and then I have my Zoom meeting for my class a little bit later today. And then I'm probably gonna do some homework, maybe run an errand, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get working out. I don't know if you guys can really see, but I'm just wearing these black leggings from Aerie that I really like, and then just a black sports bra. I'm pretty sure this is from Old Navy. It really isn't a cute workout fit whatsoever, but my parents keep the apartment here in Decatur pretty hot, so I usually just work out in like a sports bra and leggings. But yep, this is the fit. So gonna go ahead and get that workout started, and I'll film a little bit of it for you guys as well. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys this really quickly. I just got done with Ali's yoga sculpt, and a big reason why I love her workout is because of the music that she plays. I just did her birthday themed sculpt, so she has like a ton of rap, old R&B, the kind of music that I love to listen to. It kind of makes you feel like you're at a party rather than doing a workout, and I feel like that's really important to find a good playlist when you're working out. It kind of makes it all go by a lot faster. So I'll be sure to include the link to her at-home yoga sculpts along with her Spotify link as well, because she has several playlists for her yoga sculpts, which are really great. So highly recommend doing her workout. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. As you guys can see, I feel like there's no better feeling than getting out of the shower. I don't know what it is, but I just always feel so much better. My hand is still looking a little rough, as you can see, so I'm gonna probably try and exfoliate some more later tonight. I had my Zoom meeting for my class from 1:30 to like 3:30, so it was kind of a long class, but it's like a class and lab in one. And so I showered when that was over, and now I am going to clean my room because
she needs some work.
I'm honestly embarrassed to show you guys how bad it's gotten. I'm not the most organized person. Anyone who knows me will tell you that. It's definitely something that I need to work on. Now is a really good time to try and get myself organized and my life in order. So I'm going to do that and then figure out where to go from there. Okay, so this is currently the state of my room. It is looking very rough. As you can see, I am not the most organized person. I obviously need to make my bed and then package up these dresses that I got from Princess Polly for my graduation photos. Unfortunately, they don't fit, so I need to send those back tomorrow, and then honestly just sort of pick all of this stuff up. It's a little ridiculous, I know, oh god, but it's not going to take me that long. Hopefully, I just kind of need to put everything where it belongs. So I'm gonna hop to that and clean a little with you guys, and it'll be looking a lot better when I'm done. Gonna play some music while I clean. I've been loving this song, Little Things by Louis the Child. Also a huge fan of Chelsea Cutler. I saw her in concert, she was awesome. So I'm gonna play this while I clean. And I linked my Spotify in my last video, and I'll link it below again, but this is the playlist that I made during quarantine. It's kind of just some of my favorite songs that put me in a good mood. So I'm going to be playing this while I'm cleaning and just get everything done.
Fuck. Down, yeah.
Alright, quick little update. The floor is looking much clearer.
Can you tell me why I'm down? Yeah. No friends of mine around. Yeah. Now I'm thinking
Alright, so definitely looking a lot better. Made my bed. I even organized some stuff on my desk. A bunch of my necklaces were all twisted, so I laid them out so that I could untangle them. And then cleaned up a lot of stuff in my closet. My closet is looking a lot better than it was. I definitely still have a lot more stuff that I could get rid of. Okay, so I gave myself a little bit of a blowout. I have the Revlon 2-in-1 hair styler. It is a really great product and I highly recommend it. I want to say it's like $40 to $50, maybe even less. You can buy it on Amazon and Ulta. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a little bit, but I obviously have shorter hair and it still works perfectly fine with my hair length. I really like it because if I want to sort of style my hair but I don't feel like curling it or straightening it, it blow dries it and styles it in one. It kind of gives you a blowout. It's basically a hair dryer attached to a round brush, so it kind of flips your hair in a little bit and helps tame your flyaways. So I really love it. I've had it for a little over a year now, and I used it in New York when I was working this past summer and was kind of like in a hurry but wanted to look put together. Okay, just to show you guys, this is what the Revlon 2-in-1 styler looks like. It's pretty big. And I know that the brush looks really huge, but Even when my hair was up to my collarbone, this still worked with my hair length. So it kind of is a nice little secret weapon. So if you are considering buying it, I definitely recommend it. Okay, so like I said, tonight I'm making Kenzie Burke's miso lentil bowl. So the recipe calls for 1 head of broccoli, some bok choy, and then some kale, and then pre-steamed lentils. This is the closest thing I could find. These have already been cooked some with extra virgin olive oil and sea salt. So for this recipe, I don't use any seasoning whatsoever, especially because this lentil brown rice mix already comes pre-seasoned. So basically, all you have to do is cut everything up and then saute it in a pan with some olive oil for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then add in, let me see if I can find it. I have so much stuff in here. Okay, and then you're gonna add in 1 spoonful of miso paste. I got the organic traditional red miso paste from Miso Master. I found this at Whole Foods. I couldn't find it at Publix or Kroger. It was refrigerated though, just so you know, if you're trying to find it in store, it's kind of hard to find, but it's with like the butter, cream cheese, all of that. So saute all of your vegetables in a pan for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then add in 1 spoonful of the miso paste. You can use white or red miso paste, it doesn't matter. And then finally add in your lentils, and then mix it all together and let it saute in the pan for about another 3 to 5 minutes. So super easy, pretty healthy, very clean as well. This has been one of my favorite meals I've made during quarantine, so I'm really excited to have this tonight.
I don't get it, I don't get it. Tequila in my cup.
Okay, so I cut up the bok choy and the broccoli. I know I said the recipe called for 1 head of broccoli. In terms of how much bok choy you should cut up, I just kind of estimate it, and I don't recall the recipe really giving an exact amount. So typically when you buy bok choy, it comes all the way down to the stem. So I usually cut it up to the top of the stem. And so basically I just include all of the green leafy part of the bok choy, and then sometimes I'll throw a little bit of the stem in there as well. Okay, I'm also gonna be making Kenzie Burke's cauliflower zing. I made this the other night and it was a huge hit. So it calls for a head of cauliflower, some parsley, and then just olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, and white wine vinegar. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the head of cauliflower up and then put it in my air fryer.
I don't get it, I don't get it. Tequila in my cup. I don't get it, I don't get it.
Looks so yummy. Cannot wait to eat this. Here is what her miso lentil bowl recipe looks like. Like I said, it said 1 head of broccoli, 1 bunch of kale, 1 bunch of bok choy, 1 package pre-steamed lentils, 1 lemon, 1 spoonful of miso paste, and then olive oil. And then the instructions are pretty self-explanatory. Just chop all of the vegetables like I did and place it all in a large saute pan. Add the spoonful of miso paste, then followed by the pre-steamed lentils, and serve. Okay, so while the cauliflower is cooking in the air fryer, I took some olive oil and I'm heating it up with some minced garlic and 3 bay leaves. I did about 2 teaspoons of garlic with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And then I'm gonna heat it up to pour over the cauliflower once it's ready. Okay, so here is the final product. Added the olive oil with the garlic. Make sure you don't include the bay leaves. Leave those in the pan. That's just for some added flavor when you're heating up the olive oil. And then I added a little bit of white wine vinegar. You could use white wine vinegar, white balsamic, either way. And then topped it off with some fresh parsley. So I'm gonna have this with the miso lentils. Okay, so while my camera battery was charging, I also made a spicy paloma. I got this recipe from Kelsey DePrima's Instagram story. So it's juiced lime, half juiced grapefruit, dash of agave, splash of tangerine LaCroix. When you shake it, serve it over ice with 2 ounces of jalapeno infused tequila. So I didn't follow the recipe exactly. This is my take on it. I tried to do salt around the rim, but it kind of fell apart. I used orange flavored sparkling water from Publix and then just regular tequila, and then I added some fresh jalapenos on top and then used grapefruit juice, agave, and lime. So this is the final product. Such an easy meal, you guys, and it is so clean, so healthy, so delicious. It has so much flavor, so very excited to eat this and just chill the rest of the night while I get some homework done. I finished dinner and I've been doing some work, but I actually wanted to jump in and talk to you guys about a little project that I kind of have on the side. Some of you guys may know this already, some of you may not, but I have a podcast that I co-host along with 2 of my best friends, Amanda and Shayla. Amanda's been on my channel before. We filmed like a chit chat, get ready with us. And then Shayla is actually one of my roommates. So I wanna say maybe about a couple of months ago, we had the idea to actually get together and start recording a podcast. It had been something that we'd wanted to do for a while. But our podcast is available to stream on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, which is really exciting. It's like super official, which is really awesome because, you know, we love doing it and we're really grateful that we get to share it with everyone who wants to listen. So it's called the Grin and Share It Podcast. The name kind of stems from the saying grin and bear it, which kind of just means, you know, life throws things your way, but you kind of just smile and power through. And we're kind of just talking about lessons that we've learned from our life experiences and talking about how we just kind of take life on the chin, and we're sharing our experiences with all of our listeners. Even though we don't have that many listeners right now, we're growing and we're putting a lot of work into it. So if you do listen to the podcast, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't listened yet, definitely check it out. I'll include the link to it below, but definitely check it out. And so right now I've been laying our audio tracks together on GarageBand because this was actually the first week we did remote recording. Basically, we usually just all sit around a table and record on one microphone, and then Amanda will edit the episode because she's like really good with editing and stuff, and then we'll upload it through our media host, and then the media host will upload it to Spotify and Apple Podcast for us. But since the coronavirus and everything is going on and we're all trying to social distance as much as possible, we're all in our like respectable homes. So we decided to try remote recording, which was going to be something that we were gonna have to do anyways once Amanda and I graduated and we got our own jobs and we're living in different places, because next year we all won't be living in Athens. So we hopped on FaceTime a few days ago and all just recorded on our own microphone through GarageBand. So right now I am waiting for the episode to export, and then I'm gonna send it to Amanda for her to edit. So yeah, this episode we talked about guys, which was actually pretty fun, getting to share some experiences that were definitely not funny at the time, but made for a funny story to tell. So I'm really excited for you guys to listen to the episode. We also talked about like relationships and being single on a more serious note, but we tried to keep it lighthearted and fun. It was definitely a very personal episode, but I think those who listen are really gonna enjoy it because it kind of gives you some insight into our lives even more so. So check out the podcast if you haven't already, shameless plug, but yeah.
And like work out, and yeah, that's been fine. It's been nice being home, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so it is 2 a.m. Just edited our podcast myself actually because Amanda was having some technical difficulties on her end. So I told her that I would just go ahead and edit this week's episode on GarageBand. And it took me a little bit longer than I thought because it was a pretty lengthy episode. So that took me a couple of hours, and I worked on that after I submitted my homework. I had some homework due for my retail buying class. So I wanted to go ahead and get the podcast over with because the sooner it's edited, the sooner we can upload it. If you listen to the episode, I hope you like it. But yeah, definitely got a lot done today. I am very proud of myself. I got all of my work that was due tonight. There's work that I have due later in the week that I kind of wanted to start on today, and I didn't really get to it, but it's fine. I have basically all day tomorrow, so hopefully going to have another productive day tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again soon.